Hey, if you make video content or you have a blog that you run, you probably had the experience of creating some sort of content that just was never seen by anybody. Well, today I'm going to show you how to prevent that from happening through proper keyword research and then also creating a content calendar to keep you on track with your content creation. So, stick around. Hi, I'm Travis Wilkie, the founder of Missoula SEO Geek, and today I'm going to show you how to conduct keyword research so that you can create content for your blog or for your YouTube channel or wherever you create content. I want you to be able to create content that people are actually going to find and that's going to generate targeted traffic for your business that you can then turn into profits and income down the road. I'm also going to walk you step by step through setting up a very simple content calendar just using a basic spreadsheet. And what that's going to do is it's going to help you stay on track with your content over time. If you're like most people, you've had this experience where you're today is the day I need to write this blog post, and you're like trying to think of different ideas for the blog post, and for the life of you, you just can't come up with a good idea. Well, if you plan all of your posts out in advance and use keyword research to strategize the planning of those posts or videos or whatever content you're creating, it's going to prevent that issue of having that block of like, what content do I create today? And it's also just going to help you stay congruent and map out how all the content on your YouTube channel or your blog or wherever, how it's all going to flow together and work together. And that way you're not duplicating content, and it prevents a lot of different issues. Really just makes things really simple, and most importantly, it makes your content discoverable. So you're creating content based around terms people are already looking for online, and then when they find your content, hopefully they love it. All right. So I'm going to jump on my computer, and let's walk through step by step exactly how to do this. All right, let's go. Okay, so let's jump into this. First of all, the best free option for doing keyword research is within Google Ads. It's the Google Keyword Planner tool. There are plenty of paid options out there, but if you want to do it for free, I would recommend just setting up a Google Ads account. If you already have one, just log into your Google Ads account. If you don't have a Google Ads account, check out the link in the description in this video, and it'll link off to another video where I show you how to quickly and easily set up your Google Ads account. So once you're signed in to your Google Ads account, just click the Tools and Settings button up here, and then you want to find Keyword Planner. It's under the Planning column. So Keyword Planner. This is going to allow us to put in a search term and see what related terms come up in Google. So just click the Discover New Keywords box here, and you can change the location. So if you're just trying to target very specific terms in a geographic area, like say in a specific state, then you can enter that location in here. So you could do like, Idaho. You could target the whole state of Idaho or all of the United States. It really just depends upon what you're looking to do. So once you've selected the area, then just enter the term in that typically you just want to start with a main term, a big term that's really common in your industry that people are searching for, that you want to create content around. So for our example, we're going to do guided meditation. And it's going to highlight that in blue. You can add multiple terms and then just click this X if you want to remove one, and you can click back on if you need to edit it if you spelled anything wrong. And then once you have the terms or term in the keyword area here, just click Get Results. It might take a second for it to load up. Now, one thing to note, if you're using
a brand new Google Ads account that you haven't run any ads from, like this ad account that I'm using for this example, you'll notice that it's going to give you a range. So it's saying guided meditation gets between 10,000 and 100,000 searches per month. That's useful information. If you want to know exact information, you'll need to purchase a keyword research tool, or you'll need to end up spending some money with Google Ads, and after a set amount of ad spend, they'll end up giving you the exact data. So whichever one you want to do. I know Google's kind of picky about who they share their information with, so not much we can do about that. But now we see there's 1,809 keyword ideas that Google has come up with. So guided meditation, that's obviously the term we entered. It's showing a decent search volume here, pretty high. Competition is low. Keep in mind that competition on this platform, on Google Ads, and well, for most keyword research platforms, competition basically means that whether or not there's competition on this platform, the Google Ads platform, for this term. So are there people actively spending money on Google Ads for this exact keyword? If there's not very many people, then the competition is going to be low. If there's a lot of people that are advertising on this term, the competition will be high. And a couple things to note here. If the competition is high, that means people are actively and continuously advertising on a keyword, which typically the reason that is because people are making money off of it. Like, people wouldn't just keep spending money on ads if it wasn't bringing a return on investment. So although it's, just because somebody's not spending money on Google Ads, paying $4 per click, doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad keyword. It's just something important to keep in mind. Now, high keywords typically mean that they're keywords that lead to sales, and that's keywords that people are spending a lot of budget on the Google Ads platform. But if you're just blogging or making videos, you're not going to be paying for this traffic. So as long as you can get a big share of the traffic, you can still turn it into a profitable article or video or whatever kind of content you're creating. So once you've put in the term and look through, make sure everything looks good, typically what I'll do is I'll just download the keyword ideas. And I like to do one term at a time so that I'm getting this one term and all of its related terms in this CSV download. And then once I'm done with that term, I might do something similar but different, like guided or Vedic meditation, which is a type of meditation, and then get results. And that's a completely different set of keywords. You're seeing Tom Knowles, who's a Vedic meditation instructor. So all of these terms are related to Vedic meditation. And you can see there's only 25 keywords available. So go ahead and export that list. And then just continue that process until you've gone through and exhausted the terms that you can think of off the top of your head. And then we're going to use the results to think of more ideas so we can keep continuing to do more research and find even more keywords. So now that we have those terms, let's go ahead and jump over to a spreadsheet, and I'll show you how to upload those terms and make a nice content calendar by which you can track what content you're going to create and when you're going to create it. So I have Google Drive open here, and I have the keyword stats that we just exported from the Google Keyword Planner tool. So let's just drag and drop those into Google Drive. And then if you right click and open with Google Sheets, and it'll allow you to open both of these, or however many you created, it'll allow you to open them up in an Excel spreadsheet format. well, it's Google Sheets, but nonetheless. So I typically just delete these first two rows. So now you have this first row, and I just freeze it so that when you scroll down you can still see what each column is. And then, well, if you double click this line, it'll extend this out to the furthest point so we can see all of these terms here. Okay. Now essentially from here all you need to do is create a column for the title of the piece of content that you're going to create. And I just use these columns that are already set up here. And then the date by which you want to create that content. And then just go through, and you can, there's a couple different ways. You can either just come up with ideas on your own. So for Vedic meditation, could be something like 5 reasons to practice Vedic meditation. You can just start coming up with ideas, pick a date that you want to create that piece of content, and now you can see you've got a content calendar starting to form here. The other thing that you can do that's really helpful is just take this keyword and put it in Google and then see what the first post is that comes up. Because this is the first post, it means Google really likes the optimization of this post. And then you can use this post as a guide and create something similar. You can rewrite it, you can get ideas from it, all sorts of stuff you can do to rework this content and the ideas within the content and make it your own. So you could even have a column here where you have other posts. Whatever, it's up to you, however you want to do it, but the important thing is that you're targeting a very specific keyword, and you're going to use that keyword as the main focus of this article. So you can see Vedic meditation it's the very beginning of the title of this article, and you can see the search volume over here, which is also really important. It's only giving us a range, but these first two terms have a lot of search volume compared to the rest of these terms, so we would probably want to focus on these first two, Vedic meditation and Tom Knowles. Focus on those first, and then work on the following keywords down here. And then you're just going to do the same thing for the next one and the next one, and then you can combine them into one spreadsheet if you decide you would like to do that as well. Just however it's easiest for you. I like to keep them all separated because this is all going to be about Vedic meditation, whereas this is just meditation in general. It's talking about 5 and 10 minute meditation, sleep meditation. And so this really broad list here, this is what I would use to then go find more keywords. So we started with guided meditation. I might not have even thought of sleep meditation. So then we can go ahead and take that term, come back over to Google Keyword Planner tool, enter it in here, and boom, now we've got another 2,100 sleep meditation related terms that we can target. So you can see how that process just can keep going, and you can just keep finding more and more terms. And look, these terms are getting anywhere between 10,000 and 100,000 searches a month. So those would be great to go after, and then go after these next biggest terms as far as search volume, and just keep working your way down. Obviously, some of these terms aren't going to be relevant, so you can just delete. Like maybe we don't care for this term, so we can just delete that whole row. Again, really it's based on what you're going after, but as long as you're doing the keyword research in the Google Keyword Planner tool and using that to plan out the different blog posts or videos that you want to create, it's going to make life a heck of a lot easier for you. It's going to save you time, and it's going to improve the engagement across all of the content that you create, because you're actually creating content that's relevant to terms people are already actively searching for.
Thanks so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments. And I really hope that you found this inspirational and you're motivated to go out and create some awesome new content. And I'll see you in the next video.